channel, mammals. Hi. Come on down. I'll show you what we're doing. We are taking this running board off the rim of off the running board, the steel running board, this plastic running board, because when Richard and I were on a journey on a highway, the running board on the driver's side flew off, and we didn't know it. And then we went to a guy who does body work on cars, and a couple of different guys, and they said it's so expensive to buy these, and you have to buy two. You can't just buy one. So I thought, oh gosh, what are we gonna do? Then, you know what? Bob, our friend who helps us from our Staten Island, Bob friend, comes once a week. He said, what if you replace it with wood? And I said, Bob, that's perfect, because we have leftover wood from this wonderful woman who was taking all the wood out of her house. She had a beautiful house here in Staten Island, and beautiful wood. And she didn't want to throw it away, and she said maybe you could use it. And we thought, oh, how, where? Well, it was no time at all, and it became the wainscot in the galley, which you may or may not notice. It's so beautiful. I'll take you in there to show you. So what we did is we're taking this off. We're using it as a pattern for cutting the wood, because see, it's rounded on the ends, differently on both ends. And so this is going to be the pattern. I mean, we'll draw off of this, and we're going to have wooden running boards on this. And it's so funny because I thought, would the channel mammals want to see somebody putting wooden running boards on their truck? If you thought of it as a how-to video, no. If you thought of it as a necessity, is the creator of invention. So my channel mammals. So that's why I'm including you with this video, not because you'll ever need it as per se, but this idea didn't come from us seeing some other vehicle with running boards. It came from a need and from a supply. And there's always a supply, an endless supply of the right answer to a need. So when those two things came together, it just became a wonderful idea, and we're really having fun with it. So what we're going to do is see. Notice how this is all bent up and rusty, and this is a cat paw, by the way. You know why it's called a cat paw? Meow. That's why. And so we're going to straighten this out just with these two pipe wrench and a cat paw. Bob is expert at that. He has this wonderful sense of steel and strength and position and balance. So let's go around. I'll show you what he already did on the other side. Oh, if you don't know Bob, this is Bob, Staten Island Bob. Sometimes we call him King Bob because at the Epiphany party, he won the crown 2 years ago. Come on, my channel mammals. So this is the first board we got, and we're going to use it with this side out. It won't look ugly like this. It'll be stained and varnished, and it will have carriage bolts going right into these slots on the wood, on the steel. And this will all be painted, chipped, scraped, ground down, and painted. And then we already used this. Bob, you want to show how?
Yeah, what we did was we...
See, this is from the other side of the truck, so we had to kind of...
We do it in the back with fit.
Yeah.
We drive it from this side, and it'll be reversible to the other side.
Use this pencil?
So that's the D.
Yeah. And then we're going to use this router. See the router? I might have shown this to you before. See that blade? There's a blade there and there. And that starts spinning really, really, really fast. You take it, and we'll show you, and you grind off the edge so that it has a nice professional edge to it. So when it's finished, it'll look, more like beautiful wood, but with the grooves in it. But it'll have this stain you can see here too. This is what am I saying this green is, Bob? Chestnut. It's chestnut. It's chestnut wood, which is the same as oak, but it just has more of a deep pattern in it. So here we are. And all the noise you hear over there, they're grinding off paint off of old ships and then replacing it with new paint. It's a lot of noise today. I'll try to yell. Okay, so now, you see, where do you think we'll cut this one? Right here? That, kind of there.
45 about here.
But we want to do it so that it's more here.
Someplace where we would never step.
Yeah, in
Like
here.
Over here we step here, and over here, to get inside, we're going to step here. So the 45, right between the two doors, is probably just about right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So we'll get too busy on this, my channel mammals, and just remember, you don't have to replace your running boards. But if you feel like it, you might as well, I guess. We did it because we didn't want to buy 2 running boards when we needed 1, and they're very expensive. So this idea just seemed like the answer for Yankee. We call this truck YB for short, YB, Yankee Baby. So if you hear me call it Yankee Baby or Baby or something, it's our nickname for the truck. Okay. The end of the board, I think, was a little bit warped. See?
That was this.
Yeah, but it started bending in, and
Yeah.
I couldn't. Now this is going to be cut off anyway.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
So
we're going to have to cut that
we'll be
off.
okay. I hope we'll be okay. Do you think we'll be okay with enough
Yeah.
wood?
We're just going to have to be careful when we measure because we only have
That one-
wide pieces. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least it didn't cut in. You know, we can cut this off.
That's going to be cut
But
off.
we have to cut this anyway. Unless we did it, are we going to do our angle this way? If we are, we can recut this.
Yeah, we're going to have to cut that.
Just with a handsaw or something.
But I'm gonna...
Here's one of the things that we're contending with. It looks like we have plenty of wood here, but we have some dry rot here, and that's a big section from here to here that could just crumble when it's routed. See, it's very soft. I can peel it with my thumb. And we also have another place that's where's the other part, Bob, that was a concern? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's mostly that we have to really figure tight. And we didn't want to have a short piece added onto the front. We're going to change this angle because the truck moves forward, and I think it'll look better with everything going this way. So we're going to change this angle, and we'll see how we can get this wood to all help out. It will. Okay, we're going to put the 45 angle on this now. this saw is kind of a makeshift table saw. It's really a circular saw bolted on from the underside, but it's working for us. So glad for that. Just cut that off. We're very tight on wood, so we need to have just the right one. We have two clamps here, one here and one here, and the diagonal cut to add this piece on because the wood isn't quite long enough. And so we have it clamped together just up to this point so that when we route, these two are routed at the very same time. That's really important. We'll fill this, right, Doug?
Yeah, that can be filled easy enough.
Yeah.
Plastic wood will fill that.
Yeah. And there's another place down here that needs to be filled. So this was definitely the wood that we didn't use. And it's the back side of the wood, the back sides.
Yeah.